Hi, I'm Deepak Shukla. You're watching Defense Insight, and today is the first video of a series where we'll bring you information related to the cities where our selection centers are located. Let's start with Allahabad and Bangalore. Allahabad is the judicial capital of Uttar Pradesh, with Allahabad High Court being the highest judicial body in the state. Some of the basic facts of the city are as follows. The sex ratio of Allahabad is 901 females per 1000 males. Its literacy rate at 86.5% is the highest in the region, with male literacy at 90.21% and female literacy at 82.17%. Allahabad is served by Allahabad Airport, which is a domestic airport. An interesting fact here is that the world's first airmail flight took place from Allahabad to Naini in February of 1911, when 6,000 cards and letters were flown by French pilot Henri Piquet. For rail connectivity, the city has Allahabad Junction, which is one of the main railway junctions in northern India, and also serves as the headquarters of the North Central Railway Zone. National Highway 2 and National Waterway 1 run through the city. Now let's take a quick dive into how the city came to be. The city of Allahabad is among the largest cities of Uttar Pradesh and is situated at the confluence of three rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and the invisible Saraswati. The city finds its earliest reference as one of the oldest known cities and has been venerated as the holy city of Prayag in the ancient Vedas. Recent excavations have confirmed that Prayag existed as a town as early as 600 BC. In 1575 AD, Emperor Akbar founded the city by the name of Ilahabad, which later became Allahabad, meaning the city of Allah. Records state that he was highly impressed by the strategic importance of the Sangam and even built a magnificent fort on the banks of the river Yamuna. Later, the city became the capital of his son Shah Salim, also known as Emperor Jahangir, when he held his coronation in the fort of Allahabad in 1600 BC. During the mutiny of 1857, Allahabad had an insignificant presence of European troops. Taking advantage of this, the rebels brought Allahabad under their control. It was around this time that Maulvi Liaquat Ali unfurled the banner of revolt. After the mutiny was quelled, the British established the High Court, the police headquarters, and the Public Service Commission in the city. This transformed Allahabad into an administrative center, a status that it enjoys even today. The city is also known as the Prime Minister capital of India, since 7 of the 15 Indian Prime Ministers have connections from the district. Jawaharlal Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Gulzari Lal Nanda, Vishwanath Pratap Singh, and Chandrasekhar. Some of the prominent places include Sangam and the Kumbh Mela, which is the world's largest congregation of people with over 24 crore visitors in the 2019 edition of the Kumbh Mela. Allahabad Fort, Chandrasekhar Azad Park, previously known as Alfred Park. This is the park where on 27th of February 1931, revolutionary and freedom fighter Chandrasekhar Azad shot himself when he was surrounded by the British. Allahabad University, which was established on 23rd September 1887, making it the fourth oldest university of India after Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras University. Anand Bhavan, a museum which was once an estate of the Nehru family, and the Selection Center East, which was raised in 1957. It has 5 services selection boards, namely 11 SSB, 14 SSB, 18 SSB, 19 SSB, and 34 SSB. Bangalore is the capital of the state of Karnataka with a population of about 10 million, making it the third most populous city in India. Bangalore has a sex ratio of 908 females for every 1000 males. It is widely regarded as the Silicon Valley of India or the IT capital of India because of the large number of information technology companies located in the city. These companies contribute 33% of total IT exports of India. Bangalore also serves as the headquarters for Indian technological organizations such as ISRO, Infosys, Wipro, and HAL. The city has a high literacy rate of 87.67%, with male literacy at 91.01%, while female literacy at 84.01%. Bangalore is served by Kempegowda International Airport. It is the divisional headquarters in the Southwestern Railway Zone of the Indian Railways, and National Highway 4 runs through the city. Let's take a brief look at the history. In 1537, Kempegowda, a feudal ruler under the Vijayanagar Empire, established a mud fort considered to be the foundation of modern Bengaluru. I guess now you'd understand why the airport is named so. After the fall of Vijayanagar Empire in the 16th century, the Mughals sold Bangalore to Chikkadev Raja Wodeyar, the then ruler of Kingdom of Mysore, for 3 lakh rupees. When Hyder Ali seized control of Kingdom of Mysore, the administration of Bangalore passed into his hands. It was captured by the British East India Company after victory in the 4th Anglo-Mysore War held in 1799, who returned administrative control of the city to the Maharaja of Mysore. The old city developed in the dominions of Maharaja of Mysore and was made capital of the princely state of Mysore, which existed as a nominally sovereign entity of the British Raj. Following India's independence in 1947, Bangalore became the capital of Mysore state and remained capital when the new Indian state of Karnataka was formed in 1956. Some of the prominent places include Bangalore Palace, Lal Bagh, Bannerghatta National Park, HAL Aerospace Museum, and the Selection Centre South, located on Cubbon Road. Situated in the old British accommodation, it has 3 boards, 12, 17 and 24 SSB. 12 SSB was the first board, which was raised on 1st of April 1949 for selection of candidates for Army and Navy. 24 SSB was raised in December of 1962. Later, in March 1976, the 17 SSB was moved from Roorkee to Bangalore. That was it for this video. We'll keep bringing you these till we cover all the cities. If you found this video helpful, do leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are from one of these cities or know an interesting fact about them, do mention it in the comment section. Until then, keep learning because life never stops teaching. Jai Hind.